Yes, as you can see, I was forced into getting a haircut. I am not very happy at all. And you better understand I'm not very happy. If you understand I'm not very happy, then you'll understand the news, because from this week we are starting real news as well. देखिए, गैर से सुनिए, गैर गाउर ठीक तरह से सुनिए, क्योंकि मेरा दिमाग इतना ताकत हो गया है कि अगर कुछ हुआ तो मेरे को कुछ मत कहना. देखिए न्यूज़, रियल न्यूज़, डीप पब्लिक न्यूज़. सुनिए सुनिए सुनिए, नेशन मस्ट नो. सुनिए, देखो, एक्सक्यूज मी, देखो. A country that many people dislike has declared that they have found the COVID-19 vaccine. देखो, मिल गया है vaccine. The daughter of the leader of this country has already taken the vaccine. देखो, अगर आपको आपका बेटी को दिया है तो ठीक ही होगा ना. Many scientists from other countries, but have stated that it is impossible to find a vaccine so quickly without following the proper protocol. देखो, एक जन आता है, बोलता है मिल गया है, और बाकी सब जन बोलते हैं नहीं लॉकडाउन नहीं मिल गया, नहीं मरो नहीं मिल गया. ऐसा हो सकता है क्या? सुनिए, और है, सुनिए. Kafan Rise, fake Dr. Khare, has his own view on the topic. He says that, and this, भाई साहब, बहन साहब, बहन जी, सॉरी, मेरा हिंदी इतना भी अच्छा नहीं कि हाँ. देखो, आपको मालूम ही है, देखो, मैं फेक डॉक्टर खरे को कोट, मेरा कोट नहीं है, फेक डॉक्टर खरे का कोट है. सुनिए. It should be up to every citizen of a country who is already infected or isn't yet infected. तो समझा, जो ऑलरेडी बीमार है कोविड लेके, ऑलरेडी बीमार है, और जो कोविड अब तक नहीं हुआ है उसको. ओके, एक्सप्लेन हो गया. ठीक है, मैं हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन, जिन लोगों को इंग्लिश में पता है ना, मैं हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन दूंगा. डोंट वरी, फिकर मत. क्या बोल रहे हैं? सॉरी. It should be up to the citizen of a country who is already infected or who isn't yet. मैं तो ये अभी बोला. सॉरी, बोला था. Okay. To take a decision if he or she wants to take a vaccine or some medicine which a popular self-proclaimed guru of an Asian country has declared cures the virus. ये तो थोड़ा तकलीफ है अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए, तो हमें पता था, हिंदी में पता था. डोंट वरी. तो ये बोल रहा है कि अगर कोई बीमार है या किसी को लेने का है तो लेने दीजिए, उसका प्रॉब्लम है. ये कंट्री क्यों बोल रहे हैं नहीं लेने का, आप मर जाओ लेकिन वैक्सीन नहीं लेने का. एक आदमी भी है एक कंट्री में जिस उसने बोला था मैं जड़ी बूटी लेके एक मेडिसिन तैयार किया है, मेडिसिन कोविड को हकलने के लिए. फिर भी उसको बोला था नहीं अलाउड नहीं. एक ऐसा करे बोल रहा है फेक डॉक्टर. ओके, तो सुनिए, और किधर है. जस्ट लाइक यूथनेशिया, if a person wants to die or for that matter live, then why can't that person decide on his own? तो क्या फेक डॉक्टर बोल रहे हैं? सॉरी, लेकिन मेरे को यूथनेशिया का हिंदी में ट्रांसलेशन मालूम नहीं, लेकिन यूथनेशिया माने जिसको मरने का है उसको राइट, उसको ये है मरने के लिए, खुद का जाने दे, आपको समझ आया है? तो जस्ट लाइक अगर यूथनेशिया अलाउड, ठीक है, अलाउड होना चाहिए, वैसा ही ऐसा अलाउड होना चाहिए। मेरे को ये मेडिसिन लेने का है, मेरे को वो मेडिसिन लेने का है, मेरे को सबका मेडिसिन लेने का है। देखा क्या, अलाउ करने का है, जैसे डॉक्टर खड़ा हो रहा है। लेकिन एक डिस्क्लेमर लिखिए कि मैं किसी को सुने करूंगा, कि मैं किसी को ये नहीं करूंगा। हाँ, गवर्नमेंट का अप्रूवल होना चाहिए। हाँ, जिसको उसका अप्रूवल होना, अभी अप्रूवल नहीं हुआ तो क्या करने का, वैसे होगा। अंडरस्टैंड मी प्लीज, ओके। ओह, ये देखो, मैं देखा नहीं। Immediately after fake Dr. Khare made his views public, some unrecognizable individuals were spotted carrying a large object wrapped up in a carpet that looked exactly like the one fake Dr. Khare has in his house. Oh, तोबो। ये हो गया है कि डॉक्टर खरे, ऐसा फेक डॉक्टर खरे को किसी ने लेके गया। ओह, बी केयरफुल है, बी केयरफुल। ये न्यूज सिर्फ सुनने के लिए है, एक्ट नहीं। रुको, देखो, ओके। और एक न्यूज, रियल न्यूज में और एक न्यूज, देखो, रुको। Cassandra will be releasing some sensational news to its members in the next couple of weeks. Oh, interesting बात है. And so would like those members that are still unhappy with the KTZLC13 to please step out of their own volition. How? ये तो शायद है। तो ये बोल रहा है कि अगर कुछ लोग हैं और कुछ लोग हैं, अगर कुछ लोग हैं जो खुश नहीं है KTZLC13 से, तो आप खुद निकल जाओ, तो सब जन खुश होंगे, आप भी खुश होंगे, सब खुश होंगे। Okay, it's better to step out with grace and your own ideas intact than to be kicked out at a later date, only because Cassandra could no longer avoid punishing those that are not following the rules and regulations because they believe in them and not because they were forced to comply. समझा? अगर आप खुश नहीं है रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन से, KTZLC13, अगर खुश नहीं है, अगर किसी के साथ बात कर रहे हैं आप लोग, हाँ खुश नहीं है तो देखो, किसी के पास ये खड़े क्या कर रहे, अभी मजे नहीं आने वाला KTZLC13 में, और दूसरा बोलेगा हाँ, ये दूसरा वाला को समझ आता है वो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस, देखो। लेकिन वो कुछ नहीं बोल सकता। दोस्त बोल रहे ये खड़े बहुत बेकार है, मजा नहीं आने वाला है KTZLC13 में, और ये दोस्त बोल रहे हाँ यार, नहीं, दोस्त को ये बोलना चाहिए, देखो दोस्त, देखो, मेरे को रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस अच्छा लगता है, मैं सब करने वाला है। अगर तुमको प्रॉब्लम है तो तुम जाओ मिस्टर खरे को मिलने, तुम जाओ कफेंड्रा को कंप्लेन करने के लिए जाओ। नहीं, दिल में ये नहीं है, जान नहीं है तो मत जाओ और मत बोलो, मेरे को मत बोलो। देखा ये डिफरेंस है। तो वो जाएगा, अगर उसको प्रॉब्लम है तो वो जाएगा कफेंड्रा को कंप्लेन करने के लिए जाएगा वो। अरे नहीं जाएगा तो वो चुप बैठने का है। देखा, ऐसा होना चाहिए। अगर नहीं अच्छा लगता है तो स्टेप आउट करो। प्रॉब्लम क्या है? नहीं अच्छा लगता है तो बोलो कफेंड्रा को, और कफेंड्रा नहीं समझ रहा है तो फिर वो कफेंड्रा आपको बाहर निकालेंगे। लेकिन वो खुश नहीं है और फिर भी बैठ रहा है तो ये अच्छा नहीं है। ये रियल न्यूज था, पब्लिक का न्यूज। अभी स्पोर्ट न्यूज बहुत अच्छा है। स्पोर्ट्स, इन अ रिसेंट यूरोपियन कप मैच, the referee and VAR मैंने मालूम है क्या, VAR वीडियो असिस्टेड रेफरी। ओके, मैं इसको आई थिंक टाइम हो रहा है टाइम जा रहा है, आपको सब लोगों को रियल लाइफ का काम है, तो मैं ये हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन नहीं करूँगा. और भी कुछ दिखाना है कि आपको इस न्यूज़ बुलेटिन में, तो मैं क्विक बोलूँगा यार. In a recent European Cup match, the referee and the VAR awarded a penalty because a player tried to protect his crown jewels with his hands. Excuse me, तो एक रेफरी क्या? नो हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन. ओके, आपको पता चला है कि वो एक मैच में नो हिंदी. Sorry. Okay, I'll carry on. The referee and VAR have obviously never experienced being hit at point blank range by a football, which has just been hit with full force. That is probably true. Assuming that the VAR was just as male as the main ref, probably true. We at Republic TV urge the referee and VAR to take the place of the player that used his hand to protect himself in a reenactment of what had happened. At least then they will think twice before awarding a penalty for an incident like that again. सुना नहीं सुना तो मेरे को ईमेल करो कि आपको हिंदी में ट्रांसलेशन चाहिए. हाँ, ईमेल करो मेरे को. ये न्यूज़ आर्टिकल नहीं समझा तो ईमेल मेरे को. मैं ऑफेंडर ये सब स्टूडियो वाले को बताऊंगा. Don't worry. Okay, final piece of sports news, and then Republic. Don't get me angry. Republic TV news will end, but the rest of the news bulletin will continue. We fail to understand how stopping the players from shaking hands before the match, but allowing them to kiss after scoring, spit on the ground, eject spit at the referee and AR while shouting at them for whatever decision they have taken. Doing all sorts of dodgy stuff in the changing room at half time or after the match is helping to stop the virus from spreading. So just by सिर्फ ये हाथ शेक नहीं करने का है तो वायरस को प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हैं या हमको प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हैं? क्या कहते हम क्या मैं तो चाहता हूँ या अगर वो कोई तो आएगा मैं जाता हूँ. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. If you don't enjoy, you write to me. If you enjoy, you still write to me. Goodbye.
We asked 5 random individuals to taste 2 podis made by person A and person X. A podi is a dry spice mix powder with some ground lentils and a few other ingredients. They were asked to taste and tell us which they like. These are the reactions. Let's see who it's gonna be. It's gonna be Ajay Sanghvi. I think he's eating some rice with his hand. That's the perfect way to taste it. He's eating personally. Oh, he doesn't seem to like it. He's taken the food in his hand and now he's put it down. Oh my goodness, that's a bit dangerous. And now it's Abhay Mishra's taken a spoonful of something. Oh, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like person A's podi. He pushes it away, and now it's Dhruv Agarwal. He's eating apple with podi. Is this the first time it's ever happened? And look at his face. Oh my goodness, he doesn't like it. He does not like. Oh, I think he needs a mask. He needs a mask. Now it's Mukul Inamda. Mukul Inamda is eating air with a spoon, and he doesn't like the podi on its own. He doesn't. Oh, look at his face. You can clearly make out he does not like it. And now it's Sean Matthew. Oh, what's that? Oh, it doesn't look too appetizing. He's got mixed it up with some podi. Oh, he's going to cough. Oh
my god, that's disgusting.
Oh, he doesn't like it. He clearly doesn't like it. Let's see what's going to happen with person X's podi. Wonder what's going to happen now. It's Ajay Sanghvi again. Ajay Sanghvi. He eats some rice. Oh, he loves it. Look at him. Look, that's how you're supposed to lick your hands when you eat podi. Rice, South Indian food. Oh, now it's Abhay Mishra. Oh, that looks delicious. puri, and he's mixed it up with Person X's podi. He's eating it. Oh, I think he loves it. He really does. He's licking his fingers. His finger licking good, I think. Now it's Dhruv Agarwal. Oh, look at his face. Oh no, he's eating apple with podi. I hope the podi is going to make it taste good. Oh, look at his eyes. Oh, thumbs up. That's great. Person X's podi. And now it's Bukulinamda, spoonful of air with podi. Does he like it? Does he like Person X's podi? He does! Look at the expression! He's eating with a spoon and still he's licking his arms. Well done, Mr. Namda. It's that tasty. And now Sean Matthew is eating cake with podi. Is he enjoying it? Does he like it? He takes another bite. He loves it. He loves it. Person X has clearly won. Thank you for participating in this test. Person X's podi was a special preparation called Podi by Shobha. Podi. The color's so vibrant, the texture's so fine. Just add it while cooking or eat it on the side. Podi by Shobha, Bahuti Umda. Podi. नमस्कार सबजन, थोड़ी देर में हमारे गेस्ट लोग आएंगे और क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन शुरू करेंगे. शुक्रिया. Receiving live feed from the guests in 3, 2, 1, go. Mr. Atigre, ऐसा सुना है कि आप बहुत तोड़फोड़ करते हैं. ये सच है क्या?
Yeah, I always take this as a compliment. Thanks for calling me a hard player. But I'll say, it's not about only playing hard. It's about you're keeping the awareness level high as well. You must be alert. And must sense the danger. Because you are playing in the central area of the defense, and your one mistake could to turn the result as well. But fortunately, thank God, I have converted myself from a dirty player to a hard player. In my early days, I used to be a very dirty player. I used to jump on the tackles, without knowing the situation, without knowing, more importantly, without caring, either of us would get injured, like me and the opponent, and that was totally wrong. There was a time, I used to be the most carded player, in KTZLC, and fortunately, over these years, I've melted down, and that's not the case now, and all credit goes to respected sir, He has taught me, everything, with respect to, football, every aspect of the football, and I'm really happy. Thanks.
बहुत शुक्रिया अतिग्रे साहब. और आप मिस्टर कानेकर?
Yeah, so I think I'm a hard man. So I've been working out in the pre-season, and I've been doing some weight workouts using dumbbells, bar rods and curl rods. So it's like I just gained some weight, and I think I'll be putting a good show in KTZLC13. And I think so. I'm a hard man and I will perform better. So last year I was slim, so I was fast, but I didn't have any weight as such. So I have put on some weight and in the form of muscles. So I think I'm a hard man. Yeah, so I'm a hard man, I think so. Yeah.
शुक्रिया मिस्टर खानेकर. एंड सबजन थोड़ा रिक्वेस्ट है, आप सबजन ज़रा मोबाइल वो साइलेंट पे कीजिए. ओके मिस्टर पाटिल, आपका क्वेश्चन है, मैं अभी पूछता हूँ आपका क्वेश्चन. Why did you pick the right striker as your fixed position for the KTZLC13?
First of all, thank you, sir, for allowing me to play in this striker position, right striker position. Actually, I always wanted to play in the striker position. I've gotten a chance very few times, but I feel that I will do very well in this position. I've also scored a few goals in this, so I'm pretty confident of playing well. Also, I think during the practice drills, we've practiced how you should, touch the ball once, and so it's not just about scoring goals. It's about playing with the team. So I feel, I think I have that what it takes to play in this position, and that is why I will do a great job.
Mr. Modest!
In executing this position.
Shukriya, Mr. Patil. And Mr. Sankoli, how are you approaching the left midfielder position for the KTZLC13?
So left midfield, it's not exactly a new position for me, but it is.
Who's your comment?
When I played it last time, it was almost 3 seasons ago, and thanks to Mr. Khare's coaching, so I was coaching that I indeed have improved, have a little more sense and awareness about positioning of how a wing midfielder plays. And I did play one season as a right midfielder though. So it is a new position. I'm working on my left foot. It was always the tentative emergency one, which I never actually worked on. I relied on instinct a lot. But I think it's time. I'll work on it. And I'm sure I have dreams of being the ace, but let's see. Left midfield. I'll make it my own.
धन्यवाद मिस्टर संकोली. हम ये भी प्रार्थना करते हैं कि आप हेयर बैंड नहीं भूलेंगे. Mr. Kothari, playing in right central midfield for the Black Thunder first team must be making you a little stressed. What are your plans in playing in that position?
To be honest, I'm more excited than I'm stressed because the right central midfield position is my dream position since my college days, and having got this wonderful opportunity to play for one of the oldest clubs in the TZLC in the first team, coached by Mr. Khare himself, is a welcome challenge for me right now. My plan is very simple. I just have to put the right amount of efforts in the direction that is going to be pointed out by my club, by my coach, and to just keep improving every day and help my team. And of course, having such amazing set of players around me, including Mr. Sushil Nayagar, who is one of my all-time favorite TZ players, playing right next to me in the right winger position is going to help me a lot. And of course, the way KTZLC is set up, I can always approach players like him, who is supposed to be my opponent, for any kinds of tips and tricks to help me in the situations where I'm stuck. So that's how I'm going to do it.
धन्यवाद. I think आप right midfield बोलना चाहे था और right winger नहीं. 4-4-2 formation है. Remember, right winger मने in a 4-2-4 formation वो right winger होता है. Anyway, on to you, Mr. Inamdar. We have heard that you're extremely skillful. Is this true, and what advice can you give the newbie Mr. Kothari in that position?
So first of all, I would like to thank the Kapandra AI Media Department for inviting me here. And as to the question, I wouldn't call myself very skillful or anything. I'm just very passionate about football, and I've been fortunate to be playing this game at least once or twice a week since I was in college. So over the years, I've played alongside many great talented players, and especially during the last few years since I joined KTZLC, the experience of playing in the KTZLC.
Oh, Patil Sahib, आप भी silent कर दीजिए ना.
The coach Mr. Khare, it has taught me a lot. And so again, my advice to Mr. Kothari would be to just try to attend as many TZ practice sessions as possible. Just follow all the instructions from Mr. Khare, especially as he's going to be coaching all the teams this season. And just try to gain more and more experience of playing in the new position. And he's a very good player and a very dedicated, hard-working player. And I'm sure he will enjoy playing in this new position in this new season. Thank you.
धन्यवाद मिस्टर इनामदार. लेकिन मैं सबको ये बोलने का है, जब आप इंटरव्यू पे आ रहे या क्या फ़ोन पे क्या बात कर रहे, जब आप इंटरव्यू पे आ रहे तो फ़ोन का आवाज़ क्या है, फ़ोन को म्यूट करने का है. फ़ोन क्या कर रहे, फ़ोन क्यों उछल रहे, क्या होने वाला है, मैं तो जाने वाला हूँ, क्या कौन मैं तो जाने, कौन बुलाने वाला है, मैं तो जा रहा हूँ, क्या वापस देख, हाँ वापस देख, मैं जा रहा हूँ ना, हाँ गुड बाय, थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग, लेकिन टू लेट.
Hello everyone out there. and I'm not going to take too much of your time. This is face to face with Mr. Curry. I know the News Bulletin 4 has taken a bit of time, so I'm not going to take all your time right now. Let me just tell you that we are fully geared to start off the KTZLC13, whatever you guys may be thinking, and we're targeting for a November start for sure. Practice will start definitely for the TZ practicing players, and everything is going to start off, you know, phew, we're going to sprint off to the start. Whenever we start, everything will be done according to protocol, you know, all that, masks and all that, and everyone will be at least 2 to 3 meters distance. And of course, if we get a direct link to, you know, the big shot of another country and get some of his vaccines, and then of course you guys will be safe. Anyway, let me just start off with the preparedness for the KTZLC13, and then I'll finish off so what I'm planning to do is, as we're leading up to the KTZLC13, I'm gonna knock off, you know, tick off items on the list so that everyone will be aware of what's going to happen in the KTZLC13. We're going to start off with confirmation. So usually what happens, the schedule is going to come out. Obviously the schedule is going to come out in the next couple of weeks. I think yes, it's going to come out in the next couple of weeks. In that way, you guys will be aware of what's going to happen. Hey, before it used to come out at least 6 months in advance. Now it's at least coming out 3 months in advance, you know, because of all this crap which is going on, COVID and whatever. So I'm telling you right now, guys, that let's just suppose the schedule does come out in a couple of weeks and you're ready for it. And we're coming up to the season. The season's about to start. If I was playing for one of the clubs, you know, I would have, as soon as 10 months before, even in the TZLC11, I would have called up my manager, my current manager, told him, hey, now I'm going to be there 2 years from now, I'm going to be available for every match. But I can't do that, right? Let's just say I'm playing for one of the clubs today, and the schedule comes out. The first thing I'm going to do is call up my manager, or type him an email, or message him if I can, and tell him that, listen, I'm going to be there for the whole season. You just mark me in. Even then, I know you're not allowed to mark me in so early. So as soon as at least a week, there's still a week to go for the match, I'm going to message you and tell you that I'm here. Or I'm going to email you and tell you that I'm here, I'm positive, I want to play wherever I'm supposed to play. Like now the KTZLC13, the positions are fixed. So even if I'm playing at left back, right back, I'm going to tell the manager I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to go according to the strategy and everything. I'm going to give it my all. This is the passion I want to see in the players. And it's pretty sad when the confirmations, you know, they come like 5 minutes before the deadline. It just shows. And that's what I'm going to be looking at, guys. I'm going to be asking the managers, when did the confirmation come in? You see, the confirmation's supposed to come in, there's a deadline, maybe 12 noon on Thursday. I can't quite remember right now what all the rules and regulations are written. I'm not going to take too much of your time, don't worry. So let's just say it's 12 noon on Thursday for the next week's matches. So let's say there's a match on Saturday 20th. You're supposed to give it, you know, 9 days before Thursday. So Thursday, let's say the 12th or something. Yeah, well, let's just say something like that, Thursday before. I'm going to ask, so, Mr. Manager, have all the confirmations come in with a good amount of spare time? He's going to tell me, boss, I'm telling you, there's at least 5 players who have confirmed, you know, 2 minutes to spare. And then I'm going to tell him, hey, listen, we're going to make a note of this. You're the manager, make a note of this. And this tardiness, I call it, this tardiness, even if it's 2 minutes before the end time, this tardiness will not bode well if something comes up in the future. If a player has to be dropped or something, we're going to look at that. We're going to look at the history. We're going to see, hey, this guy is not dedicated enough, therefore he's going to be dropped. Confirmations are supposed to come in, you know. There were test series, a certain format was given, as long as you're clear. So let's just say I'm playing for Mutant Rhinos, and I'm playing for Mutant Rhinos, and Mutant Rhinos have got a match. Mutant Rhinos have got a match on Saturday, and on the Thursday, the second team have got a match. I think that's Mutant Carbs. They've got a match. So this is what I'm going to tell. This is what I'm going to tell the manager. Either by messaging or typing. I'm going to say, "Hi, bossman. You're the boss here. Hey, bossman. I'm available to play for Mutant Carbs. Number one, if players are dropped, and I'm ready to slot in into any position. Any position. That's the kind of person I am. I want to play. I'm ready to slot into any position. If I don't get a game, if I don't get a game, then because I'm working, there's a possibility, that I might have to go out with my wife, or I might have to drop my kids off. You get what I'm saying? Or if it was me in that case, I would say, hey, I'm available. Or even if as a sub, I'm available. Even if I don't play, it's okay. I want to be there. At least I'll do ball boy work. But for Saturday, because I'm there in the first team, I'm going to be there. And that's supposed to be how you're supposed to confirm, guys. Anything which is not clear. So let's say the Newton Cars match was on Thursday, Newton Rhinos match was on Saturday, and I confirm saying that I am available for the Newton Rhinos match on Saturday. What's going to happen here is, no problem, because everyone is got such big heads now. You can't ask us to do so much. Let me just confirm for my match. Okay, because it's like that. So what's going to happen is, we're going to say, okay, I'm going to discuss with the manager, okay, this guy is not available for the Thursday match. End of story. That's how it's going to be. If in case that player has to be dropped, that you see, the confirmation has to be given for Newton Carbs as well. Now, according to the new rule which has been set in, if he has not confirmed for the Newton Carbs match, that's 1 mark against you. Because 2 double marks when you don't confirm for a match means the next match is suspended for your club, regardless of if you have confirmed for your first team, which is Newton Rhinos. You get that? To finish off quickly, another quick example with the organizational teams. Now everyone's eligible to play for the organizations. Wombats and Thunderbolts. Obviously the guys who are practicing regularly for Thunderbolts will get to play for Thunderbolts. Let's just imagine now, Thunderbolts are playing with the second team of Fiery Dragons, which is Winter Dragons. Let's just say I am playing for Winter Dragons. Now on Thursday there's a match between Fiery Dragons and Wombats. So I'm going to say, hey, I'm not. When I'm giving the confirmation 9 days before, I'm going to think, hey, should I confirm for Fiery Dragons? Or should I confirm for Wombats? This is confusion, you see, because I would love to play for my first team. I would then ask my manager. I would ask my manager, and the manager maybe would ask Mr. Curry, that's me, or I would directly ask myself whether I'm playing. I've got a chance for Fiery Dragons. He's going to tell me, that's a bit dodgy, we'll have to think about that, you'll have to take a risk. That's a risk I'll have to take. I'm going to say, hey, but if I confirm now for Wombats, guaranteed I'm going to play for Wombats. Okay, so I'll confirm for Wombats. 100% I'll be confirming for my team on Saturday, you see, which is the Winter Dragon team. That's how I'll give the confirmation. If I'm going to say, hey, it's okay, okay, no problem, I'll see what to do, and I'll do it that way. You have to think, whatever the case is, if you've got 2 matches, whether it's Fiery Dragons and your second team Winter Dragons, you have to confirm your availability or your unavailability for both the matches. That's the law. When it's for Thunderbolts or Wombats, confirmation is not compulsory. I hope that's clear. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. And from next week, we're going to bring you something very special. Next week or maybe 2 weeks later, we're going to bring you something very special. That's a word from me. Something very special. And of course, along with that, we're going to add a few things. And tell me if you're interested in that. We're going to add a few funny corners and stuff like that. Here's me saying, goodbye Salagashle, and see you next time.